People often overestimate their abilities when confronting the law. Some believe they can outsmart the police. So, what happens when self-centered women receive...
Can I just, get these handcuffs, off me? It's a joke.
Here are 3 examples, starting with the most debated case. On October 22nd, 2022, a man called the police after hearing a car crash into his home.
So you didn't see the crash, you heard it?
No, I heard it and I looked and there was a car against my house.
What did she look like, the one driving?
Dark hair,
Dark hair,
nice looking girl.
nice looking girl. What was she wearing?
Flat.
My wife said black.
All flat.
The situation escalated into a manhunt when the driver fled the scene. After questioning the homeowner, the police inspected the abandoned car and discovered a purse inside. It contained the driver's license and other ID, giving the police her name, Stacy, and her photo. One officer noted it was strange she left her purse behind, as it implied she might return to the scene. However, just a few minutes later, the police uncovered undeniable evidence proving she had no intention of coming back.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Not too bad, are you guys? The reason I ended up pulling you guys over, you guys were coming from that area over there. Did you end up just getting in a crash?
No, we live around there, but yeah.
What's your name?
My name?
Yep.
Stacy.
Top 4, I've got her over here. It is Stacy. Okay. So, Stacy, can I have you come out of the car so I can talk to you a little bit more?
It was clear she wasn't sober, but what was shocking was how she tried to flee the scene. She left behind her purse, ID, and her own registered car. It wouldn't be long before the police showed up at her house with plenty of questions. Now, the police had pulled her over on the road to question her, but it seemed she was trying to outsmart them by not telling the truth.
Are you ready to be honest with me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
What do you mean?
What happened with the crash?
What crash?
You ended up hitting a tree. Do you remember that?
No.
No? You're not going to be honest with me right now?
Well, I mean, I'm
A
not...
neighbor said they saw you get picked up.
Huh?
A neighbor said they saw you get picked up.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine.
So I'm giving you a chance to kind of give me your side of the story of what's going on right now.
I mean, there's really no side of the story to give. I mean, I don't understand what you're wanting me to give you.
Okay, well, I want you to be honest with me. That's what I want you to give me.
Well, there's nothing to be honest about. I mean,
Stacy seemed to believe she hadn't done anything wrong, or at least thought she could lie and deceive the police with a fabricated story. However, remember that the homeowner had told the police they saw a young woman, dressed exactly like Stacy, get out of the car and leave the scene. It was clear she was lying, yet Stacy didn't seem to realize this and continued to deceive the officer.
the truth is, my car is, probably at my house. And, I'm sitting here with my dad.
Well, the house that you crashed into, they talked to you and tried to get you to stay there.
Well, I didn't crash into anybody's neighbors.
Your car is stuck in their house.
Well, that's hearsay.
Was somebody else driving your car?
No, absolutely not.
So it was just you driving?
Well, I wasn't driving.
But you just told me absolutely not, nobody else was driving.
The conversation went in circles for about 10 minutes, with Stacy giving conflicting statements. Worse, at one point, she even tried to blame her father, saying he was the driver.
No, I was
like I said,
not driving.
I'm not going to argue with you about that.
My dad was driving.
Okay. Your dad already confirmed that he was not driving the black car.
No, he was, though. He's driving the vehicle. And so, what can I do?
Okay.
I don't want to...
Right now, what you can do is you can give me an answer on whether you would want to do some field testing. Right.
No, I don't want to, because he's the guy that was driving
So you're passing your options to do the field testing?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, you're going to be under arrest, okay?
Why?
Because you're very intoxicated.
Stacy was quickly searched and placed in the back of the patrol car. But before taking her to the station, they had to break the bad news to her father.
Based on what happened, I believe she was into a couple of crashes. She hit a tree in a house.
Oh my God.
Somebody
The house itself?
Yeah. Anybody else show up with her when she got there?
No.
Did she say she was with somebody?
She babbled some lies, and then, you know, and I couldn't make sense of anything.
Sure.
She was probably so worked up. And
Can you please inform me what I'm being charged with?
Yep, I told you it's going to be an OWI. It'll be 4.
The fourth OWI. But I wasn't driving.
And you heard right. This was Stacy's 4th DUI charge, clearly showing the kind of person she was. She was also charged with causing an accident and fleeing the scene after damaging property. But Stacy was nothing compared to the next woman, who had a whole plan to escape her reckless driving charge.
I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me.
On January 5th, 2022, officers responded to a car accident. Upon arriving at the scene, they received some helpful information from a witness.
She's drunk. And she already said that I don't want to get a DWI in a single car.
Okay. Thank you.
Was she in the wrong lane? No. She was on that side. See, I was coming this way right before the curve, and she blowed around me. Blowed around another car couldn't make the curve. Jumped the curve. See her tracks out there? Hit the curve, and then slacked this. I don't know what the deal was.
It seemed the driver had completely lost control of the vehicle, and luckily, no one else was injured. But to fully understand what happened, they would need to talk to the driver. It didn't take long for them to get a clear picture of the situation.
So they said you're not having anything medical.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, just based on this driving behavior and what people have been saying when we came on scene, would you be willing to take some standardized sobriety tests?
Absolutely.
How much have you had to drink today?
Not very much.
Okay. What is not very much?
Like the legal limit.
Okay, which is what?
Like not very much because I ate and I drank water between the two.
The driver was being honest and agreed to take a sobriety test as requested by the police. Unfortunately, the test quickly revealed to the officers that, despite her attempts to appear friendly, she was still a dangerous criminal, putting others at risk.
All right, ma'am. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay? You're being placed under arrest for DUI. All right, I'm going to have to pat you down before I put you in my unit, okay?
The officers searched the woman before placing her in the back of the patrol car and reading her rights. But this was the moment she began to put her plan into action, believing it would help her escape the charges.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God.
You don't need to apologize. I'm doing my job, that's all.
I know. And I respect that. I respect.
Have you ever been arrested for a DWI before?
No, sir. I've never been arrested, period. So I hope at least I'm like one of the cuter people that you've had in your cop car. Do not confirm or deny, please.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Yeah, you can. For legal purposes. I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me. Anyways, I'm sorry you're stuck with me, though.
That's all right. I've been, like I said, with worse.
Back at the police station, the flirting was far from over.
All right, so I'm going to count this in front of you.
I remember you. You would come up to the Alcatia with your face mask and be like, that man is so fine.
Yeah.
And then, respectfully, though.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, because, I'm a mess right now. You had your face mask on, but I was like, that man is so fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's get back to business,
nobody
though.
wants to date any woman that's looking like this, so yeah. You are such a handsome man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
Okay. I'm getting prepared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to.
I hope I haven't been disrespectful.
No,
I hope I haven't been disrespectful to your job.
Even while waiting for the medical exam, she couldn't resist flirting with the officers, attempting to lessen her punishment.
What do you suggest?
You're there, so go ahead.
Okay, maybe a little. You're right.
Hey, come over here. This way.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say hi. I'm sorry.
Wild, man. Come over here.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
You lead the way.
Yeah, just have a seat right.
How the hell am I supposed to know? Hi, Brandon.
What are you doing?
I'm a felon now.
Why you should?
I still have to triage every. Look how cute he is.
Okay.
Because you're so cute, sir.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, might as well just be happy if you're in a shit situation.
You shouldn't be.
Plus, I got stuck with this cutie. I got stuck with the cutest mom.
Fortunately, this seemed to have no impact on the charges against her, as she was still accused of severe DUI and reckless driving. Many criticized her actions, but her positivity and attempts at flirting were still far better than violence or hostility, and certainly better than the case in question.
Stop right now!
This time, officers were called to a domestic violence incident between a man and a woman. When they arrived, they noticed the woman distancing herself and leaving the scene.
Miss, stop! Stand there. Okay, I won't. Stand there. Stand there. Stand there.
The police shouted for her to stop, but before they could react, she started running.
Stop right now!
Stomach.
Put your hands behind your back.
I can't. My hair, please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
Cooperate. Please stop.
Do it now.
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
Please. My hair is in my.
Okay.
Please.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Hey, step back. Ben, step back.
It seemed her perfect plan was falling apart. The police had dealt with many cases like this and knew they needed to be firm with the woman, or else she would continue yelling and resisting.
Do not pull away from me. Do you understand? You are under arrest. You are going to comply. You are not going to pull away from me.
If you quit resisting, then
Yeah, you fucking deal with it. Tell me how you feel on a daily basis, bitch.
What is your name, miss?
I don't have a fucking name.
Okay. Well, you do.
No, I don't.
Stop trying to pull away from me.
My hair's in my goddamn mouth,
Relax.
dude.
As usual, before the officer could place her in the car, he had to search her, something she seemed to strongly oppose.
Hold still, please.
No, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Then stop fighting me.
You're a man. You cannot
Tough
fucking
shit.
touch me.
Tough shit. Right
You
now, it's all we
cannot
got.
touch me.
That's all
no,
we got.
You need to get her over here. You cannot touch me.
Stop it.
Stop fucking touching me.
Stop it.
You cannot touch me.
Jenna, don't you kick me or you're going to go to the ground again. Get over here.
You fucking dick.
You just added another charge by kicking me, by the way.
With the help of a female officer, they finally managed to search the woman and get her into the patrol car safely. They then decided to speak with a few witnesses to better understand what had happened.
I was sitting in front of my window and they came up with a stop sign. And basically, she was all over him. He didn't really do anything. When she kept grabbing him, ripped his shirt open, kept jumping on top of him, trying to get him to the ground. They finally did get to the ground, but then came back up and wouldn't let him leave or anything else. Well, at first I'm like, are they just screwing around?
Yeah.
And she was all over him. And
You said she was like jumping on his back or something?
Okay. And then she kept grabbing at his throat. I'm calling the city.
With all the evidence, the case seemed clear. The woman was taken to the station, where she was charged with assaulting an officer, as well as lesser charges of resisting arrest and disturbing the peace. Several drug paraphernalia items were found on her, and she was also charged for this. Most of the charges were eventually dropped, except for the disturbing the peace and resisting arrest charges. So, there you have it. 3 typical cases showing the consequences of disregarding the law and resisting law enforcement. Don't let yourself end up in a similar situation. If you found this video interesting, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next real crime videos.